Okay, so I've seen the comments, I've read the comments, I've heard you, and I agree that of all the teams that I should have given a night shift to, it really should have been the core team. So many people on Twitter, on Discord, in the YouTube comments, all of those linked below, by the way, and YouTube comments. I don't know where the YouTube comments are these days. I've seen some people talking about there's a new YouTube layout coming out that has the comments on the right side, which is wild to me. But anyway, wherever they are, they're all down there. We're going to give the core team a night shift because they are stressed, they're overworked, they're generally a little bit unhappy. We've also finished a printing job for Vector 5, which isn't releasing until May. So that's good. That's been done nicely ahead of time. And then when we get that done, what I'd like to do is buy another tile. I want to buy this space over here, and I'm actually just going to go ahead and get it now. And then what I'd like to do is basically go in and remove the roads because I don't want this to be a parking lot. What I'm thinking I'm actually going to do with this space is, that's the wrong button, is probably turn it into a hardware factory. I have a bit of an idea for what I think a hardware factory could look like. I think it could be kind of interesting. I'm not necessarily going to do it in a time lapse because it is mostly going to be a building full of conveyor belts and product printers and assemblers. So it's going to be a bit of a tedious process, but we might get that started today and then in the next episode dive into hardware. But for now, what I would like to do is I would like to go to my teams. I would like to look at my core team. I would like to basically copy the core team, and we're just going to have the core night team right there. And then these guys get renamed to core day shift is what they're going to be. And the thing with the core team, to be quite honest with you, is I don't want to give a night shift team leader this office because this is my office, right? This is my office. This is all of my awards. This is like I run the company, and this is my office. So I might have to find somewhere else for a core team leader. And that got me thinking about this space right here. So basically, we don't need all of these pallets. We have some downstairs, we have some up here. So if I was to go in and take this out of here and take some of these guys out of here, what I'm thinking we can do is just repurpose some of this space. So if I go and grab all of these conveyor belts and we just move them down a little bit, we now have some space. And that's nice. It gives me a little bit of space in here to play with. We can still sort of get around, which is great. We don't need to get around all of this, but we can. And then my thinking was very simply, I can just build an office here. And that's kind of what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. And this is going to be an office for another team leader. And that's how I'm going to keep that's how I'm going to keep my office is, that's what I'm doing. That's the goal. I can also go ahead and duplicate these guys, which is great. Copy you and then do something like this. And that seems, I don't know, that seems like a good layout. That seems like a good way to do things. I don't know if it is a good way to do things, but it's how I'm going to do things. It does unfortunately mean that these conveyor belts or this little space here is completely useless. So if I wanted to, I could expand the bathrooms back a little bit. I don't think I need to, but I could. What I'm gonna do though is just move this this bookcase. We're gonna get rid of you, and we're gonna put a door right here. And this is gonna be our core team night shift leader. All because I'm petty. That is the only reason I'm doing this. I'm also gonna, do I want to do just big windows on this? Do I want to do something like that? That feels more like an exhibit than an office, I'm not gonna lie. So maybe we'll not do that. And you know what? Let's just very quickly go ahead and copy something interesting for this space. So let me grab you. Let me not replace. That was the wrong button. Let me duplicate you. And where do I want to put this? If I rotate it around, is it going to be, it is sort of in the corner. I do like that, but I think realistically, we're just going to set our rotations back to whatever. So angle snap 45, grab you. I think it just needs to be like this. It's not going to be anything fancy, this office, unfortunately. It maybe should have some small private windows. Maybe we can do like a little, I don't know if that's a good idea. I think a little window of some sort is probably not a bad idea. Let's do this. And you know what? Let's get rid of that door and put a glass door right in there. Again, it feels kind of like an exhibit, but we're going to go for it. And you know what? I think this is probably good enough. So let's go ahead and set this guy to be for core night shift. We'll go ahead and right click it and set it to leaders as well. And if we switch back to live mode, we've now got a little office in there just because I'm petty. That is the only reason that I'm doing this. It's because I am petty and I don't want someone in my office. It's that simple. I am the best employer, not Nerdrosoft. It's me. I'm the best employer. Anyway, let's get a core team in here, man. Everything's been copied over from the day shift, so HR management is all set up already, which is great. So basically what I need to do is just find a good leader, and I need that leader to do, well, what do I do? Actually, that's a great question. What do I do? What do I do around here? So as a team leader, I've got socialization and HR. We're not doing automation with this team, which makes sense. We kind of throw the core team at the big projects that I take over. I'm also going gray, which is depressing, but it's fine. It's okay. How old am I? I am 56 years old. I've got like 8 years left with this company before I go. Oh God. I've been here for 36 years. Renee has been here for 33. Renee is going to end up being at this. Man, that's wild. Yeah, we get some people, we get these guys been here for 33 years. 11 sick days in 33 years. That is good. And you've been with the core team this whole time as well. Oh, my heart. Who else have we got? We get 16 years. Do we really have no one that's been here for any longer than, oh my God. Wow. Okay. That is, surprising is what that is. We'll go with surprising. Okay. I don't want to think about the fact that my character has got like 8 years left with Nerdrosoft. That's really, really depressing. Let's not filter by, actually, yes, filter by specialization, HR, socialization, compatibility doesn't matter. Begin looking. You're going to be going to the core night shift. We're going to sort by skill. We have Darius Petty, 56 years old. You can do everything I'd want you to do. My only concern with Darius is the age. So I think we're going to get Clement Dennis, who looks amazing. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. I'm kind of here for it. So Clement Dennis, I'm going to hire you, buddy. And, what a guy. What a guy. We'll do, can I do like secondary? I think if I right click these, I think that sets those to secondary. And if I just look at employees, yes. So he's secondary and everything else. He is now the team leader. So the night shift core team should start to fill out, which it is. They won't come in today, but that does mean that as of January 2017, we now have a night shift core team. And that's important because I can go to King Doom Reborn, and we can assign that to the night shift as well to try and get that moving a little bit quicker. Doors Pro Edition is also going to be assigned to the core night shift because it is moving a little bit slowly, and then everything else is fine. So let's accept all and close and see what's going on. I've got taxes. We've got people that are sick. We've got people canceling digital distribution with me. I don't like that. A company I have invested in has started selling shares. That's fine. And we haven't released an adventure game in a while, so that's fine as well. Let's have a look at my stocks. We have these guys. So the change, these are worth 90 million right now, which is quite a bit. Let's look at the details. 5.7 for 2.3%. We're going to continue to spend money ridiculously because my goal, of course, eventually is to turn this company into a subsidiary. That's kind of the plan here. And that's all because they've done that. Wait a minute. They did they did a 3, it just hit me. They did a 3D editor called Vector Studio. No wonder I've been confused. Also, we're still supporting Vector 2. Cancel support for that. What are we doing? That's ridiculous. And then Canvas 3, we're still, get that out of here. No one cares about these things. Just get them out of here. We should probably update Nerdrosoft Play 2. We'll do that shortly. Yeah, no wonder I've been getting confused. This company is like full on infringing on my, what are you complaining about? The room is assigned to a team which is not allowed in any rooms leading up to it. Oh, that would make, we probably want to do this. Night shift there. All right, that'll keep us good. I am genuinely really annoyed about that. Can I buy that franchise? If I go to stocks and I go to you and I go to your products, will you sell me that IP for 62 million? You want me to buy what is basically my own intellectual property for 62 point? Oh, what about this one? Vector, are you making another Vector Premium? See, here's the thing. I don't necessarily want to buy the IP because I don't want to run the company out of business. I want to buy the company. I want to take them over. That's kind of the long-term goal here. So maybe we don't do that. If we look at all companies and we look at worth, I'm still up here. If we look at bank, less so. But we have these guys. They're doing okay. They have 16 products. They're a subsidiary of Nerdrosoft. They've got what releases lately? So in December, they just put out Battlefall Deluxe 2, which is visionary. It has some active users. It has made a good profit. So that's good. My subsidiary is doing pretty well for itself. But I'll tell you what we'll do. Oh, what is this complaining about? An employee is having, I brought the team in. I didn't change the time, did I? I forgot to change the time. That's unfortunate. Well, sorry to say, guys, you're not here to 5 p.m. and you're not leaving until 1 a.m. So, best of luck to you. Good luck figuring that out, I guess. Not supposed to be here yet. Other teams are occupying their office. Yeah, you guys have... There's been a little bit of overlap there with these teams, unfortunately. That's, that was my bad. I wasn't paying attention. I've been playing a lot of other things lately. I'm not gonna lie. I've been playing a lot of Transport Fever 2 again, which I'm loving the current Transport Fever 2 run. But I'm also playing some things... Oh, what do you mean? Oh, I swear. Is it The Office? Is it the... every time I build a new office, I forget the basics of fire safety. I hate this. I hate it so much. Oh, it drives me wild. There we go. All right. Well, that's that sorted. Can I call the fire inspector back, please? Just to sort of rub it in his face and be like, see, I'm not an idiot. That's every time, every single time, just every. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. Anyway, here's what I'm thinking we're going to do. Let's come down here and I'm not going to spend forever building anything here. I also want to reset my grid to be normal. I'm not going to spend forever building anything here, but I want to just do a very, very basic sort of platform for what I'm thinking for this building. And I want to see if it's possible. So I want to go like this. And I want to have something that overhangs at the top like that, which is great. That is exactly what I'm looking for. But maybe that's not exactly what I'm looking for. let me test a little something here. So I do want the overhang, but I want to take this bit out and I want to see if I can do this. Is that going to let me, is that an option? No. Okay. What if I just delete you and we do this entire upper part sort of manually? So it would be like that. Now that I can do, but I'm looking at it and thinking this front wall should probably come out a little bit further. So we'll go one more and hopefully get it right this time. So from here, going all the way to there, we'll come out a little bit further to here and like that. And that's sort of what I'm thinking. So we have this nice like diagonal wall at the front here. That's going to go up a couple of stories. It's going to be paneled in glass and be all cool like, which I'm very excited about. And we'll just see what I can do. I also apparently can't do this, which is really unfortunate. I was hoping to do like pillars or something, but you know what? It's going to be like that. I think this is going to be pretty good. I'm also curious to see how, oh, I can just do a big glass wall. I don't want to just do a big glass wall, but we'll do maybe panels of like 2 the entire way across this. Again, this is sort of just a very, very basic little sort of framework for what I want this building to be. It doesn't really make sense that a factory would have this big sort of glass wall at the front, really. I mean, it's, we might do offices here. We might do like a cafeteria here. I don't really know what we're going to do here, but we'll figure it out. That also fit perfectly, which is great. So we have that going for us. I I actually like that a lot. What's the middle of this? Is that the middle? I think that's the, yeah, that'd be the middle. Okay, so if that's the middle, I want to put a door right there, just so I can have that marked. And then I wonder, I can't really copy what I've done up above, unfortunately. It'd be cool if I could like bring out a little bit at the bottom here, but unfortunately, yeah, I don't think that's gonna be the case. I guess the most I can probably do is we'll bring a little something out like this, and that works. So we'll merge those two spaces and we'll put ourselves a door right there. And that gives us something a little bit different for that lower space. I think for the windows on this, I'm going to use sort of the, we're going to use the frosted glass because I think that kind of makes sense. Even if we're doing a, actually no, we're doing a big glass door at the front of this. That doesn't really make sense at all. We'll just do this instead because I think that probably makes a bit more sense with the, with the glass door. So we'll do that for that lower space. And I'm kind of wondering, as a last little thing that I want to do, can I have some kind of giant atrium here? Oh, I don't think I can do what I wanted to do. I was really hoping to turn this sort of upper space into a walkway and then have one sort of back here as well. But I don't think I can actually do what I was going to do here. I don't think I can have like a giant atrium going up through the building the way I wanted it to. And that's a little sad. That's a little disappointing, but I think that's just kind of the way Software Inc. is, unfortunately. It's just the way, you know, atriums work, but that's fine. We'll do something like this. We'll get ourselves, I guess, a little thing across here. I'm going to push this back a little bit and basically come hell or high water. Somehow I want to get an atrium, but now that I think about it, if I do it here, it's not going to work either. You know what? This is a factory. It doesn't need to be crazy fancy. This lower floor is going to be, it's going to have a lot of deliveries and things like that. So realistically, we want to go in here and we want to look at distribution. We want to get ourselves some garage ports, and they are going to live, I guess, right at the back of the building. Doesn't necessarily matter where. But we could do, I guess we could do a lot of storage kind of on either side of this space if I really wanted to. I think what I'll do is just put one, I'm going to get one maybe here, and we're going to get another one sort of all the way down here. And that's fair enough. A lot of our storage will be in this space. A lot of our printing and stuff will be upstairs, which is completely fine. So if we get ourselves some pallets, I guess we need to figure out what way we're going to do these. And I'm going to have it face that way. We'll do some regular conveyor belts because I don't think we need to go too crazy. This is a pickup point. That is a drop-off point. And if I just copy and paste this sort of across the board, hopefully we can do something pretty cool. So we could do this, but that is going to block that upper space. So I think what we'll do is we'll just have some pallets kind of across here. We're not going to go too crazy with storage, I don't think. I don't think there's any reason to. I think I'll also move this guy to kind of be in line like this, bring this down, and that'll be all right. And I think that's fine. I was thinking we'd do more with storage, but we have some on this side as well, so it's kind of not the it's not the end of the world. We'll do this. We'll get ourselves our conveyor belts. We'll try and get this to line up nicely, just like this. And we'll do exactly the same thing. So we'll get ourselves some pallets, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll get ourselves our pickup points. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then the drop-off points as well. So that gives us 8 pallets. That's all for hardware. We could do more. We actually could definitely do more, now that I think about it. Can I maybe copy those 3, duplicate, and I could put them here if I really wanted to, which I'm not against doing. I'm definitely not against doing. I think we'll do 2 instead of the 3 though. So we'll duplicate these guys and put them there. We'll duplicate these guys and we'll do exactly the same thing. Put them about there. And at least this way we can have some chutes to bring things down. So basically this one here, and we'll figure out the rest. It's A little unnecessary to have the 2 chutes, but it's what we're going to go for. It's what we're doing for now. Okay, so this is the building. It's maybe missing a window or 2 here and there, but this is pretty much what we're going to be working with for our hardware factory. It is by no means done, but it's set up to start doing some cool things, right? We have some office space here at the front. These are sort of going to be various lobbies and things like that. We have room for like a canteen, for bathrooms, for all that good stuff that you're going to want in your hardware building. And that's kind of fantastic. That's kind of exactly what we're looking for. It also, like I said, we have rooms for new teams. So it means that I can go ahead and actually develop more things. I can have teams dedicated to working on hardware, and that's kind of exciting. And then of course we have just the production floors here that can all feed to different locations for whatever reason we might have to feed things down to different locations, different production lines, and all that good stuff. I'm kind of excited about this, to be completely honest. And I think this is a decent enough looking building. It is a lot less creative than the original Nerdrosoft building. It's gone for a bit of a different style than the original Nerdrosoft building, but it is a factory, you know? It is supposed to be a factory, so it's kind of just, it's very, very sort of corporate here, and then the back of it is, I kind of went with the metal sheet look just to kind of lean into that factory vibe. So that's kind of what we're looking for. We have the 2 spaces at the back for couriers to come in and pick their things up. We'll obviously want to do some security in here at some point to improve things, but for now, what I'd really like to do is just get a look at how King Doom is going on. And honestly, I think it's safe to say that it's going quite well. We had a good few people call in sick. I don't love that. But I do think it's going pretty well. We're up to 83% in the code, 79% on the art. Burglars went home empty-handed. That is fine. Who is getting stressed out? Ooh, it is the porting and updating team. That is reasonable. That definitely makes sense that they'd be getting stressed out. The good news, though, is that we're still a year away from King Doom Reborn actually being released. So I think it is absolutely going to get a really good amount of time in beta, which is what we're looking for. We've also got the Longsword 9 port coming along quite nicely. I think, to be quite honest, what are we prioritizing for porting here? Let me have Longsword just go ahead and take up the priority on the port job there, just to get that done. The Hellshock update, I'm going to bring that down in terms of priority, and then we'll bring it back up because it's nearly done, and I think that'll be pretty solid. We do have another bunch of companies canceling their distribution deals. I don't like that. I don't quite know why they're doing that. Let's have a little bit of a look at distribution. We have a 6% cut. We have the lowest cut across the board. We have a pretty good cut of the market as well. Honestly, we don't have all the features and our quality's not good. I'm gonna bring my cut up to 9%. We will have some cancellations if we go any higher than that, so I think we'll let it sit at 9% for now, and then we'll sort of increase it as time goes by. But let's go ahead, I guess, and I guess we want to update it, right? So update this thing. Networking needs to come up to date. It's going to be our porting team. Everything else is fine. We have some bugs, so we'll get that going. And like I said, we have an update for Hellshock as well, which is so close to being done. It really is so close to being done. It's still making money as well, which is great news. And let me just double check my releases. So October 2018 is Longsword 10, December 2018 is Canvas 6, and then May 2017 is Vector 5. Did we have a Canvas go out? So release date most recent was Hellshock in September. Canvas 5 was here. So no, we're doing okay. Hellshock has made a profit as well, which is great. So we're definitely doing all right. And then this play update looks like it's going to take no time at all. So yeah, there's some good happening here. We'll bring that priority down though, because I really want this to be done. That's kind of where I'm at, is I kind of need this update to be done. That's kind of the big thing right now. Stressed by working too many tasks, some electrical equipment broke down. It's almost like Nerdrosoft's falling apart right now. It definitely feels that way. Although it also feels cool having that building over there. I'm not gonna lie. I do like this. I'm kind of excited to get some hardware going, but that's also gonna mean that I need to go in and I mean, if I do an operating system and I go to phone, that's how we get into hardware. That's when we start looking at all of this stuff. And I think I can I not pop this out? I guess not. Either way, what we would have to do with this is sort of look at all the stuff we can do. So I think, let's see, if I added vibration to it, it then adds like a vibration thing in there. So if we wanted to add everything to this phone, yeah, it's a lot. This is the production line though. So this is kind of what we can see. So we would need some screen printers, some controller printers, some plastic printers. We would need those two to feed into the motherboard, this one to feed into the case, into some assemblers, and then they feed into more assemblers. But if we start with a really basic phone and then add vibration to the mix, we suddenly have to feed vibration controllers into the motherboard assembly, and it just gets more complicated from there. If we wanted to do touch controls, we would have to do touch sensors into the screen assembler, and again sort of go from there. So it's a lot of steps based on kind of how we want to how complicated we want the phone to be, really. 3D rendering obviously is kind of a big thing, and super optimization, I mean, that's yeah, that's a whole thing as well. All of this stuff is software, really. This is just the only thing that's going to change stuff. I don't think anything else actually adds any hardware options. But if we go back and we have a look at console operating systems, it's kind of the same thing. If we go and say removable drives, it adds to it. Wireless stuff adds to it. Standardized inputs, and then super optimization again. Again, it means that if we throw networking in there, it might do some stuff as well. But regardless, it means we have, you know, all of this stuff to work on. Antenna, controller, device, plastic, drive bays, and then it all has to be developed as well, right? So that's all well and good, but you're then going to need designers and programmers to make this thing work. You need to use frameworks, of which we can't use existing. But for example, let's say we wanted to do this. Again, it recommends, you know, 10 programmers, 5 designers. If we wanted to throw more stuff, it's going to need more people. And then as you move through, you can add a joystick, which is, again, its own manufacturing system. So in this case, let's say we wanted, I don't know, all of the above. We want to have a joystick. So we want, you know, vibration. We want wireless, speakers, RGB, motion detection. It also needs its own production lines. So everything needs a production line. I've gotten really carried away in explaining what's going on here, but that's just to give you an idea of how sort of in-depth we can go and why I've decided to build this building. Because essentially, if I want to do a console, I need to make the console, which has all of its steps. I need to make the controller, which has all of its steps, and a phone is exactly the same thing. And then on top of that, we might one day be able to get deals for manufacturing. I'm not 100% sure if we can, but if we can, that would be kind of cool. For now, and we can, yeah, right there. So I could take this manufacturing deal, which wants all of these things. If I took that, because they want 472,000 units, if we took that, we could absolutely crush that console or that phone. I'm not going to, because it would ruin my reputation, but it's definitely a thing. So we'll accept this. These guys want my IP. They're willing to give me 16 million for an IP. That's kind of wild. that is kind of it's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember any time I've been offered you know, a bunch of money for an IP before. I'm pretty sure it has happened, but that is pretty cool. I like that a lot. I was fined 138,000. That's okay. You know, maybe we should start putting together some kind of hardware team. Maybe that would be a good idea. And we can get those guys to start, I don't know, maybe we dabble with a phone, you know? It's 2017, right? It's 2017. We should probably like look into the phone market, right? That feels like a thing we should do. So I'll tell you what, let's very quickly just get a very sort of basic thing going on over here. I don't think today's the day that we're going to be doing any hardware production. I'm not thinking we're there yet, but we'll get some bathrooms in here. That seems like a good idea. We can get, you know, I think I'm going to get rid of these doors and I'm going to replace them with smaller doors because that seems like a great idea. And we're going to do this and we're going to do one right about here as well. And the reason I want to do that is because I think it would be nice to just have some vending machines sort of in this spot and then down here as well. Not the bathroom right there. Just seems like a good place for a vending machine because these spaces, I kind of want to be like, maybe one's a canteen, one's a kitchen. That seems like it would be an idea. That seems like it could be good. So let's very quickly. Oh, my hardware team is probably going to be here around the clock as well. So you know what? We'll have this be a pretty good kitchen. We'll do something like this. I do need to get the mod that adds a bunch of furniture options to this game because this kitchen is, yeah, this is lacking a little bit. It's definitely lacking a little bit. We'll do this though. We'll do the 5 fridges. We'll get ourselves a room divider and put it at the back of the fridges, and then we'll get two more cookers right there, or stoves, whatever you want to call them, and that should be fine. Let me redo the interior of this space to have. We'll go for that, and we'll go for a nice sort of dark floor, maybe a lighter one. You know what? Give me those tiles. That seems like a good way to go. I think we'll do this, and that's gonna be our kitchen space. And I don't think I need to limit the usage. I think it just is a kitchen, and that's fine. This one over here, this is gonna be our canteen. I think it does need to be limited. It is a canteen now. And then in terms of making it a canteen, we just need tables really. So I don't know how crazy I want to get with this. I don't know if I want to do. I don't really know what it's going to look like, to be honest with you. Let's just do tables sort of against the wall there. And we'll do some tables against the wall over here. We can do a serving table right about here, and that should be all right. And then for chairs, we're just going to do this, and it's going to be, it's a little bit prison-like, isn't it? It's not, it's not very pleasant in here, but yeah, that's going to be, that's going to be our canteen. And you know what? I'm going to put an espresso machine down here just to give them something, that's going to make them a bit less miserable, I guess. Okay, so you know what I said I wasn't gonna build out too much of this space today? Well, I have, as you can probably tell, but I got a little bit lazy with it. I just copied and pasted the same layout for all of these rooms. I just changed the colors around a little bit, but I think it looks all right. We have a kitchen, we have bathrooms, we have the canteen down here, we have some development space, and each floor, as a result of this, has 10 in there, 10 in there. So each floor has room for 20 developers, programmers, designers, whatever you want to call them, which is pretty good. So we have capacity for 60 people in this building, which is probably going to be more than we need, I would imagine, because we are just going to be working on a console and a phone. So we could potentially break it down so that we have 10 of each, like 10 designers, 10 programmers, 10 artists. We don't need 10 artists, but we could do something like that across each project. So if I wanted to, I could just use like a corner of the building for, you know, designers, programmers, artists, and then the same kind of going down this way. Obviously the split would be different, but that's kind of what I'm thinking we might do with this. Either way, I think it's a pretty good looking space. We also have room for security down here, which is good. Admittedly, I will say, this might not be ideal. We might need to go in here and look at getting ourselves 3 more security guards, because we have 2 desks and there is a security station upstairs, and 1 more receptionist for each shift. So if we have a look at our staff and we sort by security, we're going to need another one to come in here. Or no, we need 1, 2, 3 to come in at 8, 1, 2, 3 to come in at 4, and then 1, 2, 3 to come in right there. And then for reception, we want 1 more at 8. We want 1 more at 12, and that should keep us pretty good, I think. I'm thinking is what I'm doing here, which is dangerous, but it's what I'm thinking. It also looks like we do have some people coming over here to eat in this canteen, which isn't good. We will probably want to get more people to go ahead and clean the place as well. This, honestly, I might want to limit this now that I think about it. Concentrating due to noise, really? That's a weird one. Okay, we might want to limit this now that I think about it. And I think that's what we're gonna do. So let's go into manage teams. Let's do new team, and it's gonna be the console. Let's do the console team is what we'll call it. So we'll add that, and we'll do the phone team as well. We'll add both of those. And then what I want to do is I kind of just want to select this entire building, and we are just going to limit this building to, if I just search for the word team, to the console and the phone team is what we're going to do. And that should stop everybody from coming over here and using this space, which is going to be good. And, you know, I think I am going to do this weird idea of limiting these, of splitting the team across 3 floors. So this space in here, we're going to take the console team out of, and then this space over here, we're going to take the phone team out of, and that should be fine. These lobbies honestly probably don't need to be limited to the different teams, but I think we're going to anyway, and it might mean that this canteen needs a little bit of love as well. Yeah, we might want to work on that. Can I hold on a minute? Can I assign, there's a way to do room groups, right? If I select these 2 rooms, you can add them to, you don't have any room groups, don't want to create one? Yes. So this is going to be HQ canteen, or HQ, I guess, kitchen / canteen is what we're going to go for, and that's fine. And then if I go over to these guys and select these 2 rooms, add them to a group, we want to do a new one. It is going to be hardware kitchen / canteen. What I then want to do is go to my staff, and I want to find my cooks, because these guys all need to be assigned to the headquarters so that they're not coming over here and they're not working in this building. That way I can hire some, so that way all these guys are actually getting fed, for one, but then I can also hire more cooks, and, well, they'll get it eventually. They're maybe a little bit confused right now, but they'll get it eventually, and that's okay. Oh, would you look at this? Vector 5 has gone out the door. May 2017. We're going to have another release next year, May 2018. That's going to be a big one. It's great. It's inspiring. It is prominent. We're going to start printing this thing as we always do. We'll do a maximum 125000, and that should be pretty solid. We'll get those going out. We'll hopefully get a good few sales off that. We've also finished the print job for Canvas. Wait. Really? Oh, what did we just release? Vector. Okay. I was about to say, didn't we just? All right. So November this year is the next Canvas installation, which is pretty good news. This Hellshock update still isn't done. That is ridiculous. Can I assign the 3D teams to work on this? Because it seems like 3D art is what's holding us back right now. And I'd like this update to go out. Hellshock is barely making money. It probably needs ported to a few different things as well. So if we could just hurry up with this update, that would be really, really good, guys. If you could just, you know, get a move on and get things happening, I'd be very happy about that. I have my doubts that that's going to be the case, but, you know, if you could, maybe also get the Nerdrosoft Play update going out there as well. We've got a lot of things queued for it. They canceled their deal with me. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that, but we'll be okay. That's it's by no means the end of the world. And also, I mean, look at this. This thing is so close to being done. It's gonna get a long beta. I'm excited about King Doom Reborn. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very, very excited about that one. I'm hoping for some good things out of that. There better be some good things out of that. Oh God, Gail Fernandez died. That was our marketing team leader. You were with us for 9 years. Oh man. Well, I mean, that sucks, but I hate to say it, man, but gonna need another one. Good Lord. Oh man, that's okay. Marketing team, specialization. This is my automatic. This is the marketing team that I use, right? Yeah. So this isn't. They don't need automation. They can have multitasking. They can have HR multitasking is kind of the big one. I think that's fair enough. So we'll begin looking. We've got pretty good compatibility across the board. So let's have a look at you. You can do HR. You can do multitasking. That's fair enough. So let's go ahead and we'll hire you. We'll go to my marketing team. We'll go to employees, and you are going to be set up to be the team leader now. You can do service as a secondary. So we'll have you be the leader with service as secondary. That way the marketing team will keep doing what it's doing. It'll keep its people in there and we'll not have to worry too much about it. I've been nominated for an award. Best employer is me. Of course it is. All right. I was a little concerned there. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, now we get second place with Vector 5. That's fine. There was a part of me was worried for a second there that I wasn't gonna get best employer. And let me tell you, we haven't got, we've got some awards to put out there. What do we got? 2016, we got most profitable. We'll put it there. We got best product, which I can't put below the TV. Are you kidding me? Okay, TV's going away. Don't need that anymore. We'll go ahead and get, can I get these on the shelf? There we go. Look at that. Look at that. They don't line up perfectly, which is slightly annoying, but it's the best I can do. We're running out of space for all of these awards. I don't know what to tell you. We're having, it's a weird problem to have, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's a really weird problem to have. What am I gonna do with all these awards? You know, annoyingly, we are seeing more and more people abandoning Nerdrosoft Play 2. So I'm wondering if I can bring my cut up to like 15%. We are gonna have cancellations, which is fine, but then just start working on a new one. I think that's maybe what we do, and I think we just give it absolutely everything. Just every single thing it could possibly want. We're just gonna put it in there. Expected interest 100%, that's fine. Lead designer on this, it's gonna be me. Well, no, I'm not very good at things. I'm ordinary. It's only ever gonna be ordinary if I lead it up. So, I mean, you're pretty good. Brian Schroeder, we can put you on the project. It might be really good, which is what we're looking for. And I think we're just gonna call it, I don't want to call it the Play Store, because that's gonna, isn't that like Google Play or something? Am I Isn't it the Play Store or something? What is it? You know what? I'm gonna pull this up on my phone real quick. What do you call the Google, like the Android? Is it? Yeah, it's the Play Store. I'm looking at it right now. It's a big play button. So I don't want to call it the Play Store. You know, but I do want to shorten it down to something else. Now, we could do like Ubisoft Connect. We could do like Nerdrosoft Connect, but it's not just our products where the Ubisoft one is. We could do, I mean, you could do, so Steam, we could do gas. I don't want to do gas because it doesn't sound as good. We could do, you know what, we'll do Liquid. That's what we'll go for. We'll rename it. It's a instead of Nerdrosoft Play 3, it's just gonna be called Liquid. And your games will just flow down the internet onto your computer. Yeah. Thought that one through really well. We'll give this to, I don't want to overload these teams, but honestly, like, I think this will be fine. Speed boost to 2.3%. What if I take like one of the teams off? And then the same here as well. What if we just have the day team working on it? It's gonna be about a year to do it. We'll put the night shift on it as well, just to cover our bases, and we'll just develop this thing and try and make it the best it can possibly be. There's not really any rush to do it, but I am thinking that we do have King Doom Reborn coming out in a few months, so it's maybe not a terrible idea. Actually, thinking about it, my designers can go all out on this. We have King Doom. I'm wondering if we can maybe get a new digital platform out around the same time. That would be... Oh, you need the lead designer here for this to be worked on. Interesting. Well, speaking of King Doom Reborn, it's ready for beta, which is very exciting. So we'll move that into the beta phase right there. 12 companies canceled their digital distribution deal with me. I wonder why. No one is using Nerdrosoft Play 2 now. That's fine. I'm charging quite a bit more money for it, but that's fine. I might, you know what I could do? If I go to releases here, let's see. What is popular right now? Life Simulator 7. Aren't they my subsidiary? Are you guys my subsidiary? Is this my... No, you're not. That's Big B Digital. Okay. Well, that's fine. I would like to find out if you would give me an exclusivity deal. No. I don't have enough users on my platform. I find that difficult to believe. I have got users. We got 35.4 million people that are currently on Nerdrosoft Play 2. It's just that none of the companies want to work with me because I'm charging way too much for my distribution. But if I just purchase exclusivity, if we just go like the Epic Games route and just buy the exclusivity, then people will have no choice but to use my platform. Oh, I've just remembered, while we're waiting for things to tick over with, you know, Nerdrosoft, or not Nerdrosoft, with Liquid and King Doom, I saw a comment that had a really good idea, and it was to replace this with parking. That little road can now be a parking spot, because what I can do is select these spaces, and then I can limit it to deliveries. So we can actually have the couriers pull into these two parking spots and actually use them, and I'm annoyed that I didn't think of that. That's a really good idea. I mean, it doesn't, I will admit, it doesn't look as good. I don't like the big logo here, but that's fine. My hosting deal for the Race Sim 2018 was canceled because the IP was purchased. Interesting. Okay. Is there anything about that in last month's paper? Industry section, business section? Not really. It would have been nice if there was, but I guess that's fair enough. Either way, we should see some couriers showing up to these parking spots in the morning, which I'm hoping it's gonna look cool. I'm hoping it's gonna be... No, they're using that one over there. All right, well, fair enough. I was, I don't know, maybe it was wishful thinking. I could set these to not be for couriers, but you know what? It's fine. It's all right. We just released Canvas 6. Not bad. So 2 releases this year. Absolutely not complaining about that. It's great. It's inspiring. We're doing some money off Vector. We're still doing money on Wave 11 as well. Still doing money off Canvas 5, which is great. Wave 10 is down here. Doors is miserable. We could update it. We could try and bring Doors sort of up to date. I don't even think we're marketing it though. A lot of bugs to be fixed too. No, I'm not going to touch it. I think Doors was a failed venture at this point is what we're going to chalk that up to, which is really unfortunate because it was an operating system. It was quite expensive. And did it even make money? It did. It made 8.9 million, which is all right. Nerdrosoft Suite lost money. That was our first loss in probably a very long time. If we look at the, yeah, accept all and close, that's fine. Let me see here. So yeah, Canvas just made money as well. Let me have a look in my archive. Have we ever lost? So we lost money on the original King Doom. That's, yeah, that's okay. Fair enough. So we've only ever lost money on two things. It was the original King Doom, which is funny when you consider that King Doom 6 was our most profitable. Oh, wait, no. Wait, Wave 9, really? Oh, that's just, that's, I feel like I knew that already, but that's still, that crushes my soul is what that does, because I didn't make that. That was just automated. But you know what? It's fine. It's totally okay. You want to know what I've just remembered? There's a fire inspector on the way, and I didn't do anything to any of these rooms to make them at all safe for a fire inspector to come through. So I need to go through each and every one of these and make them, you know, compliant, which is, yeah, a thing. Definitely a thing that needs to be done, because I really don't want to be fined again for, well, not having a safe workplace. So we'll just get a bunch of fire alarms in there, and then I need fire alarms in the stairwell, which doesn't even have lights right now, but that's fair enough. I'm gonna need a fire alarm in this space. We'll put one kind of on the other side of that door as well. Really would have been nice to just copy and paste the fire alarm when I copied and pasted the layout of the rooms, but apparently I didn't do that, so that's fine. We'll get them here as well. And I think that is all of the accessible rooms right now. I want to say that's all of them with a fire alarm. They don't have sprinklers though, and that's also kind of a pain. It's also probably worth pointing out, I don't even know if I need any of this in this building, because I don't have anyone assigned to any of these rooms right now. So it's entirely possible this is all for nothing, but I want the rooms to be compliant just in case, you know? Just in case the fire inspector comes along and is like, you know what? I'm sick of this company. I hate your software. Get out. I just want to be sure, you know? I just want to make sure that everything's all right. I should also probably update my accounting team, because they really haven't been doing much with the accounts for a while, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Might also be a really good idea to get more cleaners in here too, because this place is filthy. It really is. This place is absolutely filthy a lot of the time. Oh, software ink cat. Hello. There he goes. Look at him. Just zooming around there. What a good boy. It's just he's always the best boy. Oh, would you look at that? Longsword 10 has just gone out. That's quite exciting. It's great. It's inspiring. We're doing really good profits in Canvas 6, which I don't even know if I set to be printed. So let me just double check that we have in fact done that. We have 125,000 copies as per usual. We'll get Longsword 10 being printed as well. We'll do 125,000 copies of that just to make sure that we're good. And I probably should start porting these to different systems as well. I think I did already port Vector 5 to everything with a decent number of users. Canvas 6 is going to go to those operating systems right there. And then Longsword is going to go to all of those. Absolutely all of those for both of those. We'll actually make Longsword a bit more of a priority. Oh wait, we just got things breaking. That's totally fine. We'll get that a bit more of a priority. We are porting Hellshock as well. So actually, you know what? We'll bring these down in terms of priority, and we'll bring them back up when the Hellshock port job is done. Either way, next month is a very, very exciting time for Nerdrosoft. We're bringing King Doom back. This thing it's been 15 years, if I'm not mistaken. It has been, yep. It has been 15 years since the release of King Doom 6. And here we are, 15 years later, about to reboot the franchise. It's been, I don't know how long we've been working on this thing. Project details started development in August 2014. I'm the lead designer, as I should be. We have a consumer reach of 1.6 million. Royalties, we are paying some because we're using, I don't know what we're using for everything. I don't know why we're I don't know why we're paying royalties actually, but you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see if we can I'm excited to see if we can do this. I'm excited to see if King Doom Reborn is going to be as huge as I want it to be, or if this is going to be like a 343 Industries Halo situation where, you know, basically we we start a new thing, it fails miserably, and then we have to pivot and actually go and make King Doom 7 or something. This is like this, we consider this a spin-off of the franchise. Let's release it and see what happens. I'm curious to see how this goes. Isn't that buggy? It's 4 stars, 3 stars. Interesting. So this Monster Wars 4, really? This is concerning, but we should be all right. We'll do a budget of $60,000, the highest marketing budget per month that I think we've ever given to anything. We'll bring the priority on Hellshock down to like a 2, and we'll see what happens. So King Doom Reborn, we're going to prioritize that on support. We are going to immediately try and update it because a lot of the systems are way out of date right now. So we want to go in here and 2D editor. Honestly, I'm willing to pay royalties at this point. I hate this. I hate this. I really do. We'll use Vector 5. That's fine. Audio tool. It's going to be these guys. We want to get that tech level right up there. So in terms of the teams working on this, we are doing everything really. So we're going to put all of these teams into it. We are going to put the FPS team into it. I'm going to put the core team on it as well, just to try and get this update done as quickly as we possibly can. If we could get the update out today, that would be perfect. I don't think that's going to happen, but if we can get it even above 50% today, it means it goes out tomorrow, and that's good enough. I'm kind of okay with that. We might actually have too many people working on it. It's definitely a possibility that that's the case, and I know networking across the company is not very strong, so we'll see what happens. It's definitely going a little bit quicker now that we have fewer people in here working on it, but it does look like it will pass 50%, so I'm sort of okay with that. We'll hopefully get that out the door tomorrow. Now, did it make... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, we have 8 companies coming into my digital distribution platform, though. That's nice. It's great and ordinary. What was the last one? It was great and inspiring. I should not have been the project leader on this. I should not have been the project leader on this. Let me put this on every single platform as quickly as we can. Let's get this out the door to everybody. That needs to be a top priority. I need it up here so I can see how it's going. Support for King Doom is going to go up here as well. I need everything up here. I need this thing to be good. I need it to be successful. I'm going to be so disappointed if this is like this better not be Nerdrosoft's Halo 4. I'm going to be really upset if that's what this is going to turn into, because that means that whatever King Doom 8 is going to be, that's going to be Halo 5 Guardians, and that was arguably even worse. So I mean, I like both of them, I'm going to be honest. I had fun with them, but man, I am, oh God, the antivirus team leader's gone. Oh, okay. I'm really not liking that we're starting to lose everybody. We need automation for you, I think. So we'll begin looking. Your compatibility is important for the antivirus team, and you're very bad. Okay, let's, filter again, I guess. I really should have probably changed some things here. So leader and programmer, begin looking. Compatibility normal is going to do the job. So we'll bring in Dirk Quinn, and we'll set you as the antivirus team leader. So let's go to employees. Let's go to you. Change your role to team leader, and that's all you're going to be. So that's all right. We'll get that going. We'll hopefully... Ooh, 3 out of 4. Okay, best employer. It's me. Of course it is. Best product is me with Longsword 10. Okay. And most profitable product was not me with Wave 11. Okay. All right. Well, that's great. That's really good that we got more awards. I'm happy about that. But you know what I'm not happy about? The fact that the fact that our flagship franchise might be floundering a little bit right now. That has me a little bit worried. I'd be lying if I said it didn't. Also, antivirus needs, oh, this needs a leader now, doesn't it? Who am I gonna, you know what, Dirk, congratulations, you're doing Longsword 11, right? Good luck. You might, you might need it. You really might need that. King Doom Reborn, another 892,000. It has made a profit, right? It's made a profit. It's just not, I don't think it's gonna make the kind of profit that we were hoping for. Also, I keep seeing employees complaining about needing somewhere to pee and not being able to find a bathroom. We have like 4 on this floor. We have 5 here. We have good bathrooms. We might just need, we might need more. I might need to turn a basement. I might need to build a basement and then put a bathroom down there. That's kind of what it's looking like. Anyway, hopefully we're about to see this King Doom update done. It's the 3D that's holding us back again. It's always the 3D that's holding us back. I should probably improve my 3D team if that's going to be the case. Oh man, I am so disappointed. I am so disappointed right now. I mean, it's fine, right? The company is still making money. We're still doing okay. I was really hoping for some good stuff here. We'll put that update out at least. That'll bring all the tech levels up to date, which is great. We've got the port job going ahead, which is hopefully going to open the door for better things. We have Liquid coming ahead as well, which is great. So we can push that into active development, which is fine, I guess. I can't I can't believe that. I really can't believe that King Doom Reborn is kind of flopped. Are we going to see anything here? 1.4 million. Okay. So it picked up a little bit. We ported it. We updated it. That's fair enough. Man, I don't, oh, maybe Nerdrosoft is going to move away. We have to finish that new trilogy. We've started it. This really is going to be a 343 Industries thing, isn't it? That was our Halo 4. We're going to have to falter with another one. And then we're going to have to, I wanted to do King Doom Reborn, King Doom Revenge, and then King Doom, I don't know, Returns or something like that. I Reclaimed or whatever, you know, another one that begins with R. If this goes the way I think it's going to go, then it really is going to be King Doom Guardians and then King Doom Infinite. Which honestly, if King Doom Infinite doesn't take off and doesn't blow up, I mean, I don't think anything's going to blow up the way King Doom 6 blew up, but if it doesn't blow up and take off, at the very least, what we can do is say, well, you know, it's called Infinite because this is going to be the one that goes on forever. This is the last one. And, you know, we kind of condensed the original trilogy down into these 3 games. We retold the story, modern systems, modern graphics, all of that stuff. This is the narrative, by the way. This is the part of Software Inc. that doesn't matter. But, you know, maybe King Doom Reborn is a retelling of the story from the first and second game. The next one is games 4 and 5 condensed into a new kind of story with graphics and all that. And then, you know, King Doom Infinite is the final one. And maybe King Doom Infinite's going to be an open world as well, just to really kind of nail home the fact that we've entered a 343 Industries era, and I am concerned about that. Wait, something started a fire! Hello? Oh my god! Oh, I've never seen that before. Wow. That office... How do I, like, what's going on here? The RGB computer needs a chair to become accessible. Repair. There we go. Wait, what happened? Okay. Am I going to have to put the chairs back in manually? Really? Okay. Well, I think that's maybe it's not the first time that we've had a fire in the office, but, man, stuff is breaking left and right, isn't it? So I need more staff, I think. We have like 2 maintenance guys. Let's hire 2 more for the morning and let's hire 2 more for the evening. You know it's bad when Nerdrosoft Wave 12 goes out. This was an automated thing and it immediately made 6.1 million. It's immediately made a profit. It's immediately in a single month got more users. That's, man, that is, I don't know how to feel about that. I really don't know how to feel about that. It's not good. It's not a good thing, you know? It's not a good feeling. I've got to be honest with you. It's really not a good feeling. I'm hoping that King Doom Reborn, maybe when the porting's done, maybe gets a resurgence. I'm hoping at least it makes money, you know, but it did just drop off quite a bit. If we look at all software and look at all releases, it's here. So yeah, these guys put out an adventure game. Did they really? Man, I had King Doom Reborn locked in for so long. Wait a minute. Brain Knot Studio is my subsidiary, aren't they? I'm gonna shut. No way. Are you kidding? My subsidiary just ate into my profits for my flagship franchise. No way. You know what? We're doing we're doing an exclusivity deal for the next 10 years. Is what we're doing. That's how that's gonna go. I'm doing the I'm doing the exclusivity deal. Will they give no, I didn't want to buy. I just took over the IP. Actually, you know what? That might be great because now I get the money. I didn't want to do that. Yes, I want to transfer it back. Oh wait, that's cool. Yeah, give it back to the subsidiary. That's a cool feature. I didn't know you could do that. Yeah, okay. I'll just have the exclusivity deal. That's fine. Do you guys 26 million to put your game? It is unavoidable. It has made money. You know what? Sure. I'm not going to put it on for 10 years. I'll put it on for 2 though. Oh, it's still 26 million. Really? That's like you're 25. You know what? At that point, just, yeah, I'll take it for 10 years, whatever. Works for me. And then, yeah, so basically King Doom is going to be available everywhere. Whereas I guess, yeah, King Doom's available everywhere. Whereas everyone else's stuff is only going to be available on my platform. That seems a bit sleazy, but I'm willing to do that. It's a price I'm willing to pay. Who's down? Oh my God. Okay, well, it's, you know, rest in peace, but you're not a team leader. Anyway, it is the end of 2018. King Doom Reborn has gone out the door. We're going to want to start working on the next one, which is going to be King Doom something or other. I might genuinely do King Doom Guardians and then do King Doom Infinite just in case at that point we do abandon the franchise. And at that point, I mean, maybe we're going to be ready to go all in on consoles and phones. Maybe at that point, Nerdrosoft kind of starts to fold the software development side of things and goes all in on the hardware development side of things, which would be weird. Well, you know, maybe at that point, maybe that's the angle we try to take with Nerdrosoft at some point, is we take it, because here's the thing, right? I'm trying to wrap up this video, but I'm getting a little carried away in this narrative. Maybe what happens with Nerdrosoft is we have another few years. We have 6 more years, roughly, with me as the head of the company. I don't know if I retire at 60 or 64. I think 64 is retirement age. I think once you take over to 65, you're done. So we have 6 more years with me as effectively the head of the company. So maybe in those 6 years, what we're going to try and do is obviously release King Doom Guardians, and then we'll start development on King Doom Infinite. I will probably leave the company before Infinite goes out, which is okay. And then once I have left the company, whoever we consider to be the new leader, so whoever the leader of the core team is at that point, I guess we will consider the leader, the head of the company. Maybe that person takes it in a different direction. Maybe that person comes in and says, okay, Nerdrosoft has had amazing success with the King Doom franchise, and they've had amazing success with the Wave franchise and with Longsword and Canvas and Vector. You know, they had some mild success with the Hellshock as well, which is great. But we're going to take all of that, we are going to put it in the vault for a while, and we are going to focus solely on on doors. So we're going to try and churn out an operating system that's actually good. We might project manage that. And we're going to focus on consoles and phones. So we're going to focus on either basically the stuff that you use, the stuff that everything you use uses to work, the operating systems, the hardware. And if that flops, it flops. We're going to consider this is the first era of this version of Nerdrosoft. I'm thinking that's what we're going to do. We're going to try and wrap up this new King Doom trilogy. We're going to see how many things can get automated between now and then we go in on hardware and operating systems, and we just see if we can do that. The new guy comes in, restructures the company, goes a little bit more corporate, and we'll see what happens. That's my thinking for the future of Nerdrosoft. But we'll see if it's what, you know, that might not be what happens. Maybe King Doom Guardians will be amazing and make 150 million, and we'll do like 20 more of them. But we'll see. We will absolutely see what happens. Either way, thank you so much for watching, everybody. It has been an absolute pleasure as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.